This is another handy guy video. If you've ever replaced the battery in a telephone, you probably got this kit, and these are real handy for helping take our back off our computer today. And of course, I got my small screwdriver set. I require one of those Phillips screwdrivers. So anyway, it was supposed to have 32 gigs of memory, and it came with 32 as it turned out once I took the back off. But slot 2 wasn't working. Anyway, to shorten the story, Amazon has sent me a new 32 gig memory. So I'm going to take the back off, take out the other memories to send them back, and we'll see how it works out. There will be 10 screws to remove. Those two, these two. There's 2 under the strip here and 4 back here. Yeah, this is helpful to get this rubber strip started. This is coming up a little easier because I had to do this before when I was testing a 16 gig. And oh, shucks, that's sticky stuff. And of course, there's the 1, 2, 3, 4 screws there. And we'll do the same thing up here. Removing these 10 screws. This is the last screw right here. Just trying to do this one-handed here with the old iPhone. So what I did is I laid out a piece of paper, put the screws exactly where they go so there's no mistakes. And I've now pulled all 10 screws, and I'm going to separate the back from the front. Starting here right in the middle of the front, where it's the easiest part to get started. Now I'm just working my way around the edge to loosen these clips in there. Take your time. Just getting the pry tool in there, give it a little bit of a twist, and they pop right off. And there she goes. Coming right off. And let's see here. All right. So here's my memory. There's 2 16 gig RAMs in there, and my slot 2 isn't working. So anyway, I convinced Amazon to send me the new 32. Slot 1 is working, so I'll pop these out of here and pop in the new 32. Worked real well the other day. There it goes. That one's up, and that's up. You see this raised up a little bit. That comes out. Same thing over here. Back and down. Back and down. Ooh, that one jumped right out of there. Okay. All right, here's the new 32. Going into slot 1. When I tested it the last time, they'd sent me new 16. Then discovered it wasn't working right. So I'm slipping the 32 into slot 1. Just gonna push that down, and the clips just pop right over the top. Should be good to go. I'm gonna set the back on and test it before I screw it back together. Okay. All right, I've just set the back on there and turn the computer on now. I'm going to test it and look and see if it's now reading 32 gigs. Okay. You're supposed to go to the task manager, performance, and you should be able to see what it's telling us here. Okay, I fired up task manager, went to performance, and it says that I've got 32 gigs. Excellent. Fired right up. Not being used. You see here, tells you that 1 of 2 slots is being used, and that's what it said before when I had the 16 in each of the 2 slots. So that was a sure sign that there was trouble. And I had switched the memories around and stuff, and then I ran it with just slot 1 and just slot 2, and that's how I determined that slot 2 is no good on my computer. But I'm satisfied it's working, so now I'm going to put the back on. The computer will snap on, put the screws in, put the rubber strips back on, we'll be good. Okay, I got my pattern laid out. I'm just going to transfer those screws back into here. This is the front. And then we got our 4 screws that go along the back. Then I'm going to send the memory, the one that they sent me plus these 2. Send them back and everybody will be happy. Placed all the screws back into their appropriate slots. Screw them down, but I'm not going to over tighten. We're just going to snug them down. And we come up to the front here. It's too hard to do it one-handed, but I've now returned those rubber strips back to where they belong. You don't want to stretch them. Make sure you line up the end of it very carefully. Here, don't stretch. Lay it in, and then press it down with your finger. Same thing. It's all back together. Notice I used a towel here because I didn't want to mar up the front of the computer too much. I just realized I had my zoom out on the whole doggone thing. It's been a lot easier not being zoomed out. Anyway, we're powering back up. Yeah, I got this because it's a Windows 11 and my old computer wouldn't handle Windows 11. So here she comes on. Here she is. Good shape. Quickly, everything's up and running. Great. Okay, that's all.